sanctions employed in Britain is a system of punishing a claimant for infractions such as being late for an appointment, not applying for enough jobs, or anything that the job centre advisor deems necessary to help a claimant back into work, but doesn't really help them into work. Let's have a look at a few facts, shall we? First of all, 0-hour contracts. The number of 0-hour contracts in 2011 stood at 190,000, but by the end of 2016 it stood at 905,000. Some groups are estimating by the end of the first 3 months of this year, this first quarter, it will stand at a not so called 1 million. What about food banks? In 2011, the number of 3-day food parcels given out by the Trust stood at 61,500, but by the end of 2016 it stood at 1.1 million food parcels. And it's estimated that 1/3 of that 1.1 million has been attributed to benefit sanctions. Worst of all, benefit sanctions have caused anxiety, depression, malnutrition, and in many cases death attributed to illnesses and disease and suicide. So when you look at those scary statistics, we have to ask ourselves, who are they really helping? Are the unemployed really being helped into work? Well, we don't think so. The heavy-handed sanctions currently being employed in Britain, which will eventually be employed here in Northern Ireland, are nothing but a stick to beat paid people into work with, and often into work in 0-hour contracts, as we said, and into work that they can't really do or don't want to do. Now, the actions of a small minority of lazy people are being used to demonise all benefit claimants as lazy scroungers. They are being demonised by the use of television propaganda like Benefit Street and others, and right-wing media as a drain on our economy. But I ask you, did benefit claimants cause the recession? Did benefit claimants cause the near collapse of our economy? No, they didn't. Yet this demonisation continues, and welfare reforms are being pushed forward here in Northern Ireland. Now, we can afford millions of pounds, hundreds of millions of pounds on refurbishing the House of Commons and Buckingham Palace. We can afford billions of pounds to build useless but deadly nuclear weapons, yet we cannot afford, apparently, to look after our unemployed, pensioners and disabled properly. This, to me and others, is a travesty of the worst kind. If you agree with me, then join me and unite in the community and Labour Party in Northern Ireland and say no to benefit sanctions and no to ESA cuts.